Hey guys, welcome back for a very satisfying declutter and deep clean. My name is Charlotte. I'm a 22-year-old cleaning business owner located in Sydney. And as I sit here and record this voiceover for this video, I'm sitting in my backyard reminiscing on this clean that I completed last week. So if you hear any weird background noises like my dogs or birds in the background, please ignore that. Now, I'll be honest, this clean really touched my heart. I don't know what it is about this clean, but this was my favorite clean that I've ever done, which says a lot as I've done a lot of these big transformations. I firstly start out by taking you for a walkthrough of this house. I really like to do this anyway at the start of cleans so that I can map out a little bit of a game plan in my head. We did this clean over 2 days with 4 people each day, and we stayed for about 4 hours each day. So we got it smashed out really quickly, and I'm really proud of my team and our progress. I also wanted to start off by saying a really big thank you to the community that I've already created here on YouTube. Your words of encouragement have been really inspiring to me, and I'm really trying to make my videos better. Obviously, I'm not very familiar with YouTube, so please bear with me. Now, Shannon and I decided to start working on the living room as this was the main walkway from the back kitchen to the door. So we really wanted to make sure that this was clear for the team and that it didn't turn into a hazard. Now, not to worry, we do have clear gloves on. A lot of people seem to get quite concerned if they think that we're not wearing gloves, but rest assured we were. What we did was we sorted all of the rubbish and the cardboard. So Nick was outside folding down all of the cardboard. We had another worker in the kitchen, and Shannon and I were just sorting things that the client wanted kept or donated or chucked in the skip or put in the garage. It's really quite a long process, but we did get it smashed out in, I'd say, about an hour. So that was good progress for us. Something that I've learned about these cleans as well is that it is really important to openly communicate with the client, especially if they're still living in the household. It's easy to forget that they are actually the client's possessions, not yours. So it's very important to remember that you need to constantly check in with the client if that's what they wish for and ask them what they want to keep and throw away, because it is not your decision. Okay, so this is all of the rubbish that we have already gotten rid of. Nick has been cutting down and folding all of the boxes, and this is a little insight into what we will be working with in the garage. He'll be folding down all of those boxes, and then when the skip gets there, we will be putting everything in the skip. Taz is in here organising the kitchen. As you can see, a lot has already been sorted. We've got all of the salvageable food over here, and she's just doing some dishes and tidying of the whole area. Say hi, Taz. Shannon and I are nearly finished this area, and then we'll probably be making our way upstairs. I also really want to encourage anyone that is watching that may be struggling with this type of a situation to please reach out, whether that is to me or someone else, even if it's to a friend or a family member. That is always the hardest step. That was a really hard first step for my client, but I'm so glad at the end of the day that they did reach out to me because their life is changed now. A fresh start is really important for some people because a lot of the time people don't realize that this can be a contributing factor to their mental health, and when you are constantly surrounded by this environment, it can really bring you down. I'm not saying that it fixes everything, but it definitely helped our client. Alright, so after we got that living room tidy, we moved on to the kitchen. Now, whilst Taz was working on the dishes in here, that was absolutely a full-time job in itself. So we came in to help declutter everything around the dishes. I would almost go as far as to say that this was the most tedious task, just because we had to empty out all of those cupboards and designate each item a spot, and a lot of the items that were in the kitchen actually didn't belong in the kitchen, so it was a bit of a process in terms of communicating with the client. Then the skip bin showed up, which is great. I use Aussie Skips. They are a really awesome skip bin company that do offer competitive pricing, which I love about them, and they are always very reliable in the sense that they can literally send out a skip to me the next day, so I really appreciate that. I threw everything in the skip, which is probably the easiest part out of everything, and this was a little bit of an insight into the halfway mark. Obviously, we hadn't deep cleaned the space or done everything, but it was already looking so much better, and this was really encouraging to me to come back in and see the transformation unfold before my eyes already. Here was the halfway point of the upstairs. Obviously so much has been done. It really sucks that the only up before videos that I got was with the light off, because you couldn't fully see the extent. Guys, so I'll be working on this bathroom today. As you can see, there's lots of cleaning to be done. There's a big buildup of calcium over the shower screen, so I'll be working on removing that and giving everything a really good scrub. Other than that, it's in relatively good condition. Let's have a look what we're working with in the cupboards. Not too bad. So we'll be clearing all of this and giving it a good wipe out. Alright guys, so obviously I'm not going to talk for this whole entire time because that would just be really annoying, but I'll just explain a little bit of my game plan. I always normally start in the sink area and work my way around the bathroom. Now I took all of the items out that were not salvageable, gave everything a really good wipe down and replaced everything that was salvageable, and then I went in with a vacuum and just removed all of the hair that I could from the sink. Now unfortunately a lot of it was actually stuck to the sink, so I ended up having to go in and scrub it. But this was just the initial auto vacuum. I utilize a really fantastic product called Pro Multipurpose, which actually comes in a range of lots of different products, so feel free to look that one up and give it a test run if you'd like to use it. It does definitely work for me, and I would never ever promote products if I didn't love them. And then I went in with a scrubber. It's actually a non-scratch scrubber from Avco, and gave everything a really good scrub down, and thankfully the hair came off this way. Handy little tip: when you are cleaning your bathrooms at home, I am absolutely obsessed with microfibers. I used to literally just use a Chuck's cloth and paper towel, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just find that microfibers are so much better to use and they bring everything up really nicely. So I go in with a wet microfiber and then a dry microfiber. These are available at Bunnings in a 20 pack for I think $10, so it's a really good deal, and you can wash them so they'll last a really long time. Not to worry, I don't wash the ones from Hoarder and Squalor Cleans, but yeah, just a little recommendation. I then moved on to the cupboards below the sink. Again, same process, moved everything out, gave it a vacuum, gave it a scrub and a wipe down, and put all of the items that the client could use back into the shelving. And then I was onto the bathtub. Also take note, especially if you're a cleaner or you're cleaning multiple bathtubs a day, be really conscious of your back bending. I got really sore backs because I didn't use the right techniques when I first started cleaning, so it's really important to try and support your back and keep it as straight as possible, and use your knees and constantly bend your knees instead of your back. This vacuum that I've got on my back is a Rapid Vac from Abco. I think it was about $400, and it's really good quality because it's quite lightweight, but it is also a commercial vacuum, so it does a really good job. So if you're after something that you want on your back whilst vacuuming but you don't want it to kill your back, I'd definitely recommend this one. And nothing in this video is sponsored. I just want to add that. I just love to share the products that work for me so that other people can utilize them too if they'd like. Alright, finally that bathtub was clean. I wasn't really sure if people would like to see a whole video of that, but I know a lot of people wanted my YouTube videos to be longer and to see the processes, so I thought I'd add it in. And then I went to cleaning the shower. This was the point in which I realized that the build-up was actually in between the glass, so it was really discouraging that I couldn't get this shower screen 100% see-through, but at least I could guarantee to the client that it was clean. If you're wondering what products I'm using for this, I go in with a non-scratch topper from Abco again, and a product called Shower Clean by J-Sol, as I just find that it is really strong and gets rid of all of the grime build-up. Fun fact, when I first started cleaning, showers were my absolute worst enemy. I could not figure out for the life of me how to get rid of the build-up off the shower screens, but now I've finally mastered it. Here is me trying to stay positive and gave the outside of the shower a good scrub down too. I then moved on to the final stage of the bathroom clean aside from the floor, which was cleaning the walls. Now these weren't actually too bad. Thankfully Alana came in and saved me and finished off my shower, as I was having a really difficult time, and sometimes it's better just to step away and either let someone else finish it off or come back and do it later if you're getting a little bit overwhelmed. Anyway, here is the final result of the kitchen area, and look how shiny that floor is. I was so excited to see the floor. And here is the living room area. It was actually incredible how much clutter we got rid of or organized away into the cupboards, and it just looked amazing. Here was the after result of upstairs. Again, the bedroom was so nice and clear. It's actually so satisfying, and you truly don't realize how much has been done until you either look back on these videos or literally walk out of the house and walk back in. I just want to say a really big thank you to the team that worked with me. So we've got Tasma, Nick, Shannon and Alana and myself. So a big thank you to the team, a big thank you to my client for trusting me with your home and giving me the opportunity, and stay tuned for more videos, guys.